We're live somewhere. I haven't done this in a long time. Everyone's going to laugh at me.
I had to get up as tall as
You can see yourself on the monitor there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about your
This
hair.
guy.
We've been busy.
Yes. I can looking at Adrian going,
Hopefully Tyler's monitoring us and can see whether I'm live everywhere I should be. If not, he'll come tearing down the stairs in 2 minutes and help.
oh, there he is.
That was him setting up earlier.
Oh,
Can you check and see if we're on?
Yeah.
I can still see Tyler here. I'm not sure why.
You haven't got live yet. On.
Oh, on the bottom there.
Yeah.
Thank you. We're live on the one, but not this one. Yay. Thank you.
what are we going to talk about? OESD.
Oh, look.
There I am.
There we are.
I heard rumors that we're allowed to talk about spring.
Oh, yeah.
So if you give me a moment.
So, all of these collections are on your website, right?
Oh yeah.
Most of
So they can pick out their
Yeah.
Oh, fine. Sorry.
the paperwork.
Oh, yeah.
So, anybody out there yet? Let's see a comment.
No comments. No comments.
That's because all the cool
You have to
kids were
introduce
here.
yourself.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, who am I today?
You want me to introduce you?
Well, it's
You
Anna.
need no introduction.
Anna at my sewing room. Hi, Patty. And
Patty.
Tamara.
Hey,
live and
Patty.
in person from OESD, our first live event in, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
I don't know. I was here last time, and that makes me feel really old.
I feel about 100 years older than
It was
last time you were
just
here.
last week, just before the pandemic. And Leah, I'm in the side. I'm gonna
Green
find.
sleeves. Are you going to squeeze in here somewhere?
No, I'm gonna find you guys some stuff that we can share on a screen in a moment.
All right. Hey, Pat.
So, what did we do today?
Oh my gosh, today.
Everything.
I didn't do a thing. Tamara did it all.
We-
Today we were doing, what's the name of the actual event?
Embroidery Essentials.
Thank you.
So learning tips about embroidering, lots of stabilizer information, a little technique information, some do's and probably shouldn'ts. But, you
There
know,
was a couple shouldn'ts.
yeah.
Hi, Robin. Hi, Karen. Karen. Is it Karen? We've got YouTube
Yes.
live over here,
Okay.
and then Leah will bring it back up, but we'll have our Facebook live chat. So we're streaming on 2 places at once.
So which personality do I use for which one?
I am the same person everywhere.
Oh,
You-
okay.
You could use all your personalities. It'll only be confusing to the general public.
I'll use my polite online personality.
Look, Adrian's here.
Adrian's on. Hey. And Pat.
It's Jay.
Well, welcome, Pat. You've never been here before. Cool.
Ooh, Cheryl from Michigan. So over here we got Maryland and Michigan. Total newbie to machine embroidery. Yeah, that's what we were kind of trying to. Oh, you pronounce Car. Your. I have a friend named Karin, so we have a Karen spelt with the I. And then we have Anne from Northern Ontario. Anne's a longtime regular, and we got a bunch of new people popping in. It's a
Ooh,
good
hey,
day.
Joe.
So
Hey, Pat.
you will find Tamara running around the United States. She is an American citizen working for OESD, but we're one of the few places north of the border that actually ever has OESD events. And we are, as Tamara pointed out after taking a little walk through the store, a very substantial distributor. I'm moving over in case Leah wants to squeeze.
I thought you just
I
liked
can-
me.
I do
The
like
camera
you.
needs to be just a little bit further back for a 3-person Facebook.
That's okay. That could be your head. That way, at least when you're talking, they'll know you're
I'm
here.
not disembodied.
Yes. Stop the voice coming from the sky. I'm like, almost speechless, but that never happens.
How long have you been with OESD?
I
Let's start
have
there.
been full-time with OESD since May of 2017, so over 5 years, and then worked contract doing events for 2 or 3 years with them before that. So,
And how long have you been embroidering?
with a machine since 2000.
Nice.
Yeah, 2000. So I got hooked and
Never looked back.
never looked back, ever. No.
Right.
And I like the versatility of it. There's so many different things you can do. And I mean, I never get bored.
No, like
And I
yes,
get bored easy.
we could show. We could flash that up a little bit.
Yes. Tiling scene.
So the Cardinals. What's
and
the
what
name
do
of that CD?
That is Winter Visitors, and there's 2 cardinals in a winter scene. So it's not, Christmas. You can leave it up all winter.
Yeah, it's
and
a
places
winter
where you
scene, not a Christmas
Right.
scene.
Yeah.
Or and like not a holiday thing, but it's a beautiful thing to put up for winter, certainly.
That's true.
Oh,
This is a freestanding pumpkin, and this one is actually a haunted house scene. There's 6 panels altogether, but 3 of them make up the little scene
was
here.
the thing about way back? I mean, they're before your time even, but rotoscope. Do you know that word? I thought it was a picture that spun. That's kind of what this
yeah.
reminds me of.
Uh-huh.
They would put a candle or a lamp
Right,
in them,
yes,
and they would
yes.
the heat would
Oh,
make
yeah.
it revolve.
Yes.
I think it was called a rotoscope.
Something like, yes, like Victorian times.
Like I like antique vintage things. I'm not saying that my darling friend is that old, but because I know about them
Yes.
and Leah knows about them, but
Yes.
they're a vintage thing. They're kind of cool. And if you happen to be a cocktail kind of girl,
Could be. Yeah, so this is cocktail recipe towels. So we test all of our recipe towels, but the cocktail ones were done not in the office.
yeah, you claim to not have
I
tested
know.
those at work.
Well, if they did, it wasn't with me. But really cute and fun to do, make great gifts. But, they're not just for towels. You could put it on an apron. You could do, wouldn't that be cute in like a bar area, hanging up on
It would be
frames?
if you have sort of that old like the old style rumpus room entertainment area, little
With wood
cushions.
paneling on the wall still? Cause,
Yeah, that kind of thing. I've
Is that not a thing up here anymore?
well,
Well,
they're
I've been
getting
looking at real estate. It's still a thing in some people's houses.
well, it's kind of trending back up in a way, and a lot of people I know are doing the good old fashioned like a cocktail hour and testing some of the newer cocktails, but some of the older traditional
Yes.
things.
Oh, that
it'd
would be fun.
Be cute on like in your rumpus room, your entertainment area,
Right.
on pillows.
Oh, pillows would be cute
They'd
too.
be fun.
Yes, it would.
You could
Very
make your
fun.
order by throwing the Bloody Mary pillow at the bartender.
Yes.
I'll have one of
Exactly.
those.
Exactly. Yes, that's called happy hour, and they're all kind of funky like that with the cute lettering and.
Kind of reminds me of the oh god, Bewitched and that era,
The early
writing.
'60s, yeah,
Yeah.
where the
I Dream of Jeannie and Bewitched, and
Where-
they had that all this kind of
kind of almost space theme looking things.
the
with
Jetsons.
The Jetsons, exactly. I
all
love that.
that stuff.
And
Kind
now
of
so much of that
kind
is
of-
like real.
retro. Yeah, a lot of.
Yeah.
But I want the robotic maid. That's what I need.
I want the thing that goes down and then you're dressed and your hair's done and makeup.
Oh, that'd be
that,
cool too.
Yes, Jane Jetson. had.
Make it so much easier to get out of bed in the morning.
Yeah, especially when you sleep a little too late.
So we did some fun stuff today.
We did.
Today was lecture demo. If you're a last minute kind of person, we have space tomorrow. It's your last chance.
Oh, and we're doing hands-on. We'll do 3 projects tomorrow and then 3 different projects on Saturday.
And one of them is hanging up behind you there, Tamara.
You are allowed to come for half of it if you
Yeah.
only have.
If you just want to come one day,
You
you're
still get the
allowed.
kit for the whole thing.
And you'll get all 6 kits and the instructions and some bonus designs that come with it. And I love
And there
this
was,
one.
There was door prizes today.
There was a lot of door prizes.
Yes. Yeah. And this one, we've had a lot of people go, oh, I want that design. Well, sorry, you can only get it at the event.
Yeah, it's an event
It's
project.
exclusive event project. I'm a whisk taker.
I am a whisk taker.
I am too. I take them. No, I really don't take this. I take other things from the kitchen and use them for sewing, like cookie sheets, and because I don't use them in the kitchen. I'm not a cook. Yeah, but
Yeah, I'm not much of a cook. Love a good tea towel, but I don't actually do dishes.
Fair.
yeah, I don't either.
I have quite an extensive collection of really cool tea towels. Most of them embroidered.
Mm-hmm. And they're great
And if we get
gifts.
them grubby, are we getting our fingers slapped?
No,
Oh.
no,
Let's just make a new one.
yeah, and like this, you could dribble whatever you want to on that, and bleach it.
Right?
Yeah, because
Why
that's
can you-
isocord thread.
Isocord thread.
Let's give them a couple really good tips from today. Like Isocord thread, that's our sort of our premier brand. It's tied. It's the test thread and the home thread for OESD embroidery.
Yes,
correct.
yes, that's
Yeah.
what we use exclusively for thread. It's 40 weight trilobal polyester, very strong tensile strength. It's not just for embroidery. I actually use it for everything.
I use it for lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Beyond embroidery.
I
as
do
well.
too, like garment construction, even, and quilting. Because it's just really nice. Plus, it's bleachable. So if
Yeah,
you've
so
got
my-
baby stuff,
My
or
nice
kids
white
stuff.
apron, if I splop on it, if I happen, okay, I'm not cooking, but if somebody makes this and gives it to somebody who really cooks, and you get a splip on it and you want to use a little bleach,
Right.
we're not going to, this will not compromise the embroidery.
Not at all. And there's no dye lots with it. So spools that I bought, over 20 years ago when I started embroidering, number one, the ones I still have are still good that I haven't used up. Perfect. I couldn't tell you it was an old spool because it doesn't age. And secondly, if I had to get another spool to match that, it's perfect because it's a recipe. It's not a dye lot. It's a recipe. And strong, doesn't shred or break. It's
consistent,
yes.
and I mean, I have every color. How
I
many
do too.
colors are there?
423.
There are a couple.
Yes, there are a couple, which is why we can do the beautiful shading that we
Pat's
do.
using Isocord right this minute
That's awesome.
Oh,
to sew her
cool.
binding on.
There you go. See, it's strong. It'll hold that on there.
Adrian uses decorative stitches, quilting on the long
sure.
arm.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, it's
oh,
a
and it
beautiful-
comes in
it's-
5,000 meters too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We stock here actually a few basic colors like the black, the white, the creams, and a couple grays, the kind of sort of basic thread
Right.
colors.
Yeah.
But we will custom order if someone wanted 20 spools of it in particular colors, we would totally custom order that in for them. Yeah.
What about all 423 in 5,000 meters?
Absolutely. I might even drive that to your house personally.
I'll fly it up here.
I just want to see how you store that much thread.
Oh, it's easy. And so I could tell you 423 spools of thread is a lot easier to hide than 423 meters of fabric.
True story.
But if you need tips on how to hide that fabric, I've got a couple.
We've got a few of those.
Yeah.
I have mine. I just resorted mine. We're going to see how this works. I took my Isocord real thread chart.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look up a certain number, it tells you that it'll be in column 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to have my drawers sorted by color. So this drawer would have like yellow and orange in it. This one had reds and pinks in it.
Right.
And then I decided, because I used the color chart to figure out what color it is I'm trying to find.
Right.
And when it said like 1902 is in whatever column,
Uh-huh.
then I just recently switched all my drawers to column 1, 2, column 2, 3, column 3, 4. And so now I know for a
That's
fact it's in that drawer. But the part that I have that's most annoying, I have to read the chart to put them back.
Oh, that would drive me up the wall.
Well,
Yeah.
I used to open the red drawer and hope it was in there, because sometimes there was a little overflow over here.
Uh-huh.
But it's actually pretty good, because now I just reverse look it up, put it in the drawer it belongs in, because it's always, for me, then it's much faster to find it, because I've already looked. It already says it's in column 2,
Right.
and I don't have to fish through 2 drawers worth of colors sometimes.
So maybe what you should do, if you know you're going to keep them sorted that way, maybe you should mark the drawer number on the bottom of the spools up underneath.
Yeah, I did think,
That's a great idea.
I did think of that. and I forgot it, and now I've rethought it. And then as I'm sitting there,
Watching your embroidery.
it's an easier
Yeah.
thing to do and put a when I'm putting
Yeah.
back. Yeah, the drawer
Right.
number on the bottom would make sense.
And
That does make
same thing. When I bring new thread home, I have a heat register right behind the set of bank of drawers where I keep my thread. And so sometimes my little purple stickers off the top
yeah,
dry up and pop off. So I mark my isochords as I bring them home with Sharpie up underneath.
yeah.
Oh, I do tend to do
Yeah.
that. Yes.
Sometimes where stuff's invented, they have humidity, not realizing the whole world doesn't have humidity like us. We have no humidity and stuff dries out pretty quickly. And like the water soluble stabilizers that dry out, they do dry out here
Yeah.
versus humid places that have humidity, they goo up together.
Yeah.
Problem I've never had.
So you know what I do with those water solubles when it's dry and stuff? Wax paper. Roll it up, tuck it in the ends, and it's fine. Because I just like wax paper.
I have like a
But I don't know what else I do with it.
the Badge Master fits in a hefty Ziploc
Yes.
perfectly, and then I just roll it up and all the air's out.
Oh, there you go. That works. So I found out something about Badge Master. I found a roll of it with a price sticker, which means I haven't bought it lately because I don't buy it. And I mean, I use it, don't get me wrong. But I found this roll and it had a price sticker from when I lived in Illinois. And that was like well over 15 years ago.
Oh wow!
And I thought, it looks a little yellow. I wonder if it's okay. So of course I tried it and it was fine. It was fine. A little yellow, but it didn't yellow any of my embroidery or anything. So
Yeah, no, it
it
might
lasts
just,
forever.
lots of things change.
Yes.
Color if they're exposed to sunlight or out too long. What's another top kind of embroidery question we get?
Why is my embroidery puckering?
Yes.
So yeah, that's a big one.
Puckers are always, well, not always a problem, but some puckering is just natural because you're adding all that extra thread into fabric that was just fine without it to begin with. So it has to kind of adapt to it. And with that, I use our perfect press cloth and turn the embroidery face down on the press cloth. It's a different kind of press cloth. You don't put it over your project and iron. You put it under your project, but on the ironing board, then your project embroidery side down, and you iron over the back of it. Steam, starch, whatever it is you want to do to that. And just the ironing process helps them get together and be happy with each other. And that will get rid of regular puckering that you get just from, it's more like the gentle ripple type, not
Yeah, there's a little minor ripples.
Yes.
And
yes.
yeah, it's like magic. I thought they were going to name it the magic embroidery cloth, but it is like magic to see it happen.
Right.
And it's a bit squishy and
Kind of like batting, but it's not batting.
no,
But you can use it.
embroidery, even something like this, it's has a dimension to it. And so when you press it face down,
Right.
you don't flatten this and you can ruin your embroidery thread sometimes
Right.
by getting too high heat right on it. But yeah, the press cloth's amazing and they're not too expensive.
No, plus if you want that to be starched and perfect, I don't want to put it on my thread. I want to put it on the back. But I also like it just for everyday ironing. Like when I'm doing plackets or cuffs, you put it like button
You
side
get
down.
that weird button dimple
Yeah.
and it
You'd have to
presses
go.
much flatter and
Yes.
tidier.
And it's faster.
Yeah. So I wonder if Jay stores her thread numerically.
I store mine numerically. Where's Jay? I can't read
She's
that
over
far.
there.
Okay. Hey, Jay.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Oh, can we speak about
Oh.
the new anti-slip mat?
Yes.
We can if there's. Did it come?
That was hers.
Oh, she went
A
and grabbed
customer.
another one. She panicked.
Oh.
But everybody was going to get up and get one. I see one.
The
Yeah.
grippy grid.
Yeah, the new grippy grid. So that's kind of a cool hooping tool.
Yes.
And I mean, there's been other helpmates along that were a bit pricey. I mean, as a dealer, things cost what they cost. You sell them for what you
Right.
have to sell them for. But grippy grip is a slightly different thing. So we've got the ability to go up, top down camera.
Yeah.
So Leah's going to set this up on the table, and then we'll go top down, and you'll be able to see it.
And you can use the biggest tube in the market out there, and anything.
I can bug out from here, Leah, and you can hoop something. I'll give you the laptop.
Thank you.
You hoop something for the nice people.
Show us how you hoop it.
Hoop it. Hoop it.
What are we hooping?
What do you want to hoop? Oh, cool.
We'll hoop the next spot on the apron.
Sure.
So depending what you're hooping and what's going on, sometimes you get everything all set up. That's the wrong way around on that part. And you'll have your inner hoop all figured out with your fabric, and then you go to find your outer hoop, and it's skidding around on the table.
Yes. Or big ones where you got a whole, this helps.
You got to have 4 hands, and you only have 2.
Yes.
Because your embroidery helper is a cat.
Are they really helpful? Because I'm
No.
not one of those. Okay, all right.
So here, somebody's done this hoop up all the way on me.
Oh, that was me. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's easier to hang it that way when I put it away. So here, that outer hoop is totally, totally stable. Like, it's not going to move.
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm a big fan. So even if you were working with something like sticky stabilizer,
Right.
and your hoop is running away underneath your sticky
Right.
stabilizer,
Because that happens a lot. It's hard to do sticky stabilizer
Yeah.
with paper.
and depending on your finger strength and all that, the Grippy Grid is fantastic.
It
So
is.
very excited. Those recently came in.
And it's silicone, so it can even take heat. I tested it because I, like to push the envelope, and I put an iron set on linen down on it for at least 10 or 15 seconds. Nothing happened to the grid, and I even did it on this side with the
With the print?
with the printing on it.
That's
Nothing
cool.
happened except that it got really hot. So don't touch it then, but it didn't hurt it at all.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a cool product,
That is cool.
and it looks nice. And
One other thing we talked about today, which I know there was people here in the building that were pretty excited about it, is a thing called Spree Club.
Spree Club. Oh, so we all like to collect various things and designs. If you've been doing embroidery, whether you're just getting started or you've been doing it for years, collecting designs so you have them to stitch out, for anything. And, one of the things about our collections when we do things like thread or fabric even is we tend to collect things that just we like. But
I like math, and my kids like cats. So those are the designs I buy.
math and cats. I don't think I have any of either one of those.
So how would I make it? How
yeah.
would Tamara make me a gift?
Yeah, so how would I make you a gift? I have to have Spree Club. And how would you make me a gift? Because
I only have
don't like
cats,
that.
right?
Yeah. So it's nice to have a whole collection to work with, like a curated, personalized collection that when you need that baby design for a bib, you've got it. And you never know. So having a broad selection, I think, is really important, unless you're not gifting it and you're just doing it for you. Because we gravitate towards certain things and colors and styles. So this helps you get, plus it's everything we make. And not only do you get a lot of variety, but it's a great savings. So for what you would spend for a design collection a month,
Like lots of our designs here in Canada, we're running $65 to $90 on lots of the collections. So I don't know how many of those you have in your budget per month, because I haven't found money growing on trees yet.
No, I haven't either. But if you get Spree Club, then you get, well, we say 6 to 8, but I haven't seen less than 8 collections for over a year in any month, and it was 7 then. But
Yeah.
sometimes it's even more than 8. We had 9 last month. And so you get everything we make for an entire year delivered to you either digitally, where it's not, You don't have to download it. You have access to your own personal cloud.
OESD library.
OESD library in the cloud. And it will always be there. We don't take it away. You don't have to download it. You certainly can download everything, and there's no limit to how many times you can download it, but it's every format. So you get a new machine in a different format, you're all set. All of your collection will work. And everything digitally, and you can also sort through that. And it shows up by the first of every month. Actually, I just noticed I have October's in mine today. So I got to go look and see what all I got. It's kind of fun to do that. And you can search it. You can, if I just want to know Bumblebee designs or Bloody Mary designs, or,
whatever the
if
thing
I
is.
need a recipe, I'm going to my design library.
Yeah.
And look up a recipe tile design. No, but it's a great way to search and store without taking up a lot of space. And the cool thing with the embroidery collections, unlike stamps or coins or things like that, fabric even, once you use the embroidery design, that's okay. You can use it again.
Right? It doesn't expire.
It never expires. It never goes away. You just keep adding to your collection.
Yeah. So I'm just going to change my screen around here for a
Okay.
moment. And this is not going quite as smoothly as I wanted, but here we are. So up on our website, if Spree sounds like something that would fill that need in your life to get all those designs that where you're like, well, if I actually had to go pay like regular price for all these designs all year, I wouldn't buy the ones I don't personally love.
Right.
But maybe your grandkids would, or maybe your sister would love
Right.
those designs. But you're like, "Ugh, I just don't know if I can afford
Right.
to buy all those collections. We're still offering Spree Club even if you didn't attend today's event.
Yes.
And it is on our website. If you search Spree, you will find it. We have the digital version listed online for $7.99 Canadian. And we did the math on this. The value over the last year, I think it was
39.
$3,939.
It was almost
just about $4,000
It was almost $4,000. The value of all of the collections that
for
you
the
got.
year. So you're still able to do the sign up for this. There's a form to fill in after you've got through another step after you've added it to your cart. That looks like this.
Yes. So you fill out the form, and
And we have event bonus.
yes, because there's an event going on, even if you couldn't make it here, we're going to give you 5 collections for free.
Yeah.
So that really offsets your costs right there.
Oh,
Because
totally.
if you pick properly, the most expensive collections, anything under, anything that's not a compilation of multiple collections, like the best of a certain year or the complete Winter Village.
Yeah.
Everything else is fair game.
Yeah.
So by doing that, it practically, those 5 collections will pay for the whole year, and then
And then you'll still get the full year of
year.
upcoming stuff
Right.
that hasn't even, like, this, you could start this, it'll come.
we
start
can
in
start
October.
October. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you'll be good till the end of September of 2023.
Yes. And we have that holiday celebration program going on in this fall that we run a promotion through our dealers that if you spend $89 in OESD products, you get a collection for free in September, October, and November. So here's the thing, how they can get all 3 of them, even though we're starting them in October. This is over $89.
Yeah.
We'll give them one, and that doesn't have to be one of their
Oh,
freebies.
true story.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
so
we're
we're
still
going
in
to give you September.
I
It
had
just
it in my
dawned
head
on
that
me.
we're in October already, and we're not.
Well, we're signing you up for October, but you
But you're
can,
doing the
right,
the
the
online
promo.
thing.
Yes. So you can get that collection for free.
And if you were not super comfortable with the digital version, we do have a physical version where a USB stick would be shipped to our store,
Right.
and then you could pick it up from us if that would make you happier.
Yeah.
A little bit more money because there's some postage involved, and
Right,
we
and the
have-
physical
OESD
labor
has to
and,
make USB sticks every month for
Right.
you. So it
Right.
will work.
It will.
If that's better for you than figuring out the internet.
right.
But
Yeah.
I'm guessing if you're watching us live,
You know it.
you can figure out the internet. You got this.
Yes. And it's nice to have those because then you don't have to download them and store them any place. I mean, you don't have to store them anywhere. They're always stored for you.
Yeah.
So you get a new computer, no problem. I don't have to move my design collections over.
Yeah.
They're in the cloud.
Right. So both ways would work.
Are lovely. Just whatever you're most comfortable with.
Yeah. So that's some of the fun stuff.
Well, and I don't know if I've told you this or not, but if someone who was in the physical spree club, something happened to that stick, like
I had one this week where she let them sit for a couple years, and there was a small error on the one stick. She had duplicate designs from the previous month. All I needed from her was her name and the month she was missing. I emailed my support person back at the OESD team, and I had those designs back in my hands within like 3 days.
Yeah.
So easy to send back and get you what you need.
Right.
If something goes sideways.
if something goes sideways, you
We
lose
have
the
a-
stick,
we have a
you
digital
break it. We
record
know
of-
who you are.
We have a record that
Yeah.
you bought it through us.
Mm-hmm.
OESD has a record of you.
Yes,
So there's a paper trail.
there is.
Yeah.
So we can always replace that. You will never lose them.
Yeah.
Complete. Yeah, you won't.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
It is, and we don't hold anything back. It is everything that we do
Yeah.
that's released on our website. Speaking of which,
Oh yeah, that other thing.
I think we should talk about that.
Yeah, let's go back there for just a moment. Oh, that's the screen you guys don't need to see. Back on our website, if you are up near the top, there's a tab called Affiliates. And in there, you can go down and click on the OESD. And then there's a Shop Now button. And what this does is this is like shopping in our store, but through OESD's website. So
Right.
as much as we carry nearly everything OESD has, there's definitely some design collections that we don't have. And,
Or a single design.
or a single design. You want just the letter X
Right.
out of a collection.
Right.
Because
You don't have to tell us why. But maybe
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you want to do a monogram for Xavier.
right? You just need the one thing.
One thing, one design. You can download it, but we want to give My Sewing Room credit for anything you purchase, whether it be just designs or physical merchandise, or, you're telling your sister, in somewhere else in the States, something she can order and ship to, but if she goes through My Sewing Room, they get credit, full credit for everything you buy through our website if you go through the My Sewing Room to get there.
Yeah.
And that cookie that we set so we know who you are, that you're a My Sewing Room customer, lasts for 7 days. So just go through there to get to our website every time you get to our website and make sure that Anne gets credit. It doesn't cost you any more, just a couple of clicks. That's it.
Yeah, a couple of clicks. And then you'll see all the new stuff in OESDs. And if you'd rather have the physical goods, you've seen what the product looks like. Don't hesitate to reach out. You can email us at orderdesk@mysewingroom.ca or give us a call, and we can get the physical products in.
Well, you have almost all of them here,
I know.
think. I mean, it's
Well,
like, except what we sold out of today.
Some people shopping today.
But you do have the most extensive collection of OESD products I've seen anywhere, except at our office. Honestly.
We're OESD of the North.
Yes, it is.
So then you can
Definitely
see
that.
all that good stuff there.
Yeah, if you ever get a chance, if you live further away and can stop in, it's worth the trip. Definitely.
It's pretty fun being here.
It's a fun place to be. I know. I try and tell it. I tell other people at the office, I don't know that you'd really like it in Canada. You're going to Canada? Oh, yeah, but that dealer, you wouldn't want to go there. Because I want to go every time. So I want to hoard my sewing room. So
We love Tamara. She can come back anytime.
I love coming here. Everybody's so nice. And there's so much to see and do. And they know so many things here. You're just so knowledgeable. I admire that. It's not like going to, big or not so big box stores. Like, so what are you making? And they have no idea if you even told them what it was. So good help, good support. Great dealer.
Thank you. we like helping people
And you do.
get on their embroidery journey or their sewing journey, or
And you stuck with them through COVID with all your, Facebook Lives and things like that, which are so important. And the camaraderie within the community of embroiderers and the creative community. So it's fun.
yeah. So if you've had fun listening to Tamara for the last, we've been live for 33 minutes.
Really? Wow, time flies.
You've talked a lot today. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah. It's one of my things I do best.
If you don't have anything on your calendar tomorrow,
Yeah.
even if you don't own an embroidery machine,
Oh, yeah. Come on. in.
we've got machines. We can set you up on one. It would be better if you called us before 6 tonight, so we had a machine ready for you at 10 tomorrow morning. But we still have space in stitching in the kitchen. You'll actually get to do hands-on embroidery instead of just the lecture demo style, which very different learning
Right.
option.
Right.
We'll make those projects. You'll get the goodie bag.
Right.
You'll
Which
get-
has some other stuff in it. We'll give you the stabilizers and some stabilizer education in there, general embroidery education, some ideas.
So many ideas.
Yeah.
So many.
Right.
So if that interests you, there's still space for the 2 days.
Sure.
And really, if you had to leave to go pick up the kids partway through and come back Saturday morning,
Yeah.
you
That's
could do
fine
that.
too. Yes.
You could do that.
So we're holding it from 10 to 4.
10 to
Is that
4.
right? But if you have to go at 3, or you have step-by-step instructions that are really well written, so you can do the other projects at home without any issue at all.
Yeah. So, one last thing we do on Facebook Live. This is Tamara's first Facebook Live with us and YouTube Live.
Being on this side of it, yeah.
What?
Go ahead.
So we have a lot of fabric. We're not just an embroidery store. We're also an everything sewing store.
Oh, yes.
We have a new collection that we feature every Facebook Live. So new fabric gets
Leah, we're a creative sewing center.
creative sewing center. That's the words I needed. I was like, what? There was a good, Ann and I had good words the other day. What were they?
It's kind of like sewing mecca.
Yeah, Creative Sewing Center. So fabric in behind us today is a Moda collection called Slow Stroll.
Ooh,
And it's super pretty. So
that is, oh, I love the
there's
colors in there.
Donna's done a beautiful kit. And there's patterns as well if you don't want to do the kit. Called Color Patch Cascade.
Very nice. They're lovely.
So,
Mine is near where I live.
wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
And we have the pre-cuts. So we've got charm squares and jelly rolls and layer cakes. And I'm thinking some of these mustardy ones, how pretty would that be? And then there's some autumn quilting designs.
Yes, yes.
So when you go to quilt this with your module,
There you go.
autumn quilting,
Autumn quilting.
it'd be scrumptious.
Yes. Lots of very cool fabric here.
Yeah.
I gotta probably go buy another
Yeah.
suitcase. I already had to buy one this trip. Now I need to buy another. So,
I don't know where the suitcase store is on the way back to where you're sleeping tonight.
well, I can just search around Ann's house for one they're not using.
Sure. Make her come visit you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, and then I'll bring her stuff and leave it the next time I come.
that'll work.
Then she has to have me back. So, hey,
Right?
that's a plan. Okay.
I love it. So mostly, thank you for those of you who joined us live in the building today for real in-person class. Everybody who joined us virtually on Facebook and YouTube Live tonight, thank you so much. If you have questions, reach out. We'd be happy to help them. Happy to help answer them. And Tamara's back for 2 more days.
I am. Come see me.
I'm thrilled.
I need more Canadian